So this is Ash, and we're going to work on shaping his down today. We're going to start by rewarding the head drop. So when he drops his head, I'm going to click and give him a treat. And I'm placing that treat on the ground between his front feet so that he's thinking about the floor and dropping his head into that down position. Now I want Ash to lay nice and square when he's in a down, so I'm going to place that cookie between his feet, but I may place it forward if he starts to look like he's going off to one side or the other, just so he stays nice and square. So lots of reinforcement for between his feet. You're starting to notice now when he goes to get that treat, he's shifting his weight back into his rear end. And that time he actually slid all the way into a down. Probably on accident, but he did. So I'm going to throw a little reset cookie that gets him away from me so he can come back and we can start another rep. And he's going to sit first. If you have a dog that prefers to stand, you could always do this from a standing position as well. You might get dogs that back up versus laying down from a stand, so just watch that and make sure you're clicking and reinforcing the correct behavior. And there he goes down again. And I'm going to reinforce heavily when he's in that down because that's actually the position I really want. I'm not ready to ask for him to go into the down before he gets the treat because he still doesn't totally understand what he's doing. So then he's going to sit again. And he's already looking down at his feet. I'm going to start waiting on him to weight shift back before I give him another treat. So you're going to see his head kind of drops, but I'm not giving him anything yet. So there's head drops and his weight went back into his rear more, so I went ahead and clicked that. Good boy. Now that time he just picked up his paw and laid down on his own. So I'm going to reset because he got into the position I wanted him in the first place. So he drops his head here. And I could have clicked and reinforced that, except then we would have gone to a down from a stand behavior. And that's not what we've been working on the whole session, so I didn't want to confuse him. So I stayed with waiting on him to sit and push that weight into his rear as the behavior that I want to click. There it goes, and he gets his treat. And then he goes all the way into the down again. So I'm going to stick with that for now, and hopefully you get the idea of how we're shaping this down behavior for Ash. So we're working on head down, and then head down with some weight going into his rear quarters to get that down.
Good boy.
And then we end up with our down behavior.